Hello and welcome to my workshop tour. Straight in front of us we've got my 10-inch Clark table saw. It's the one with the two extendable sides, although I've taken one of the sides off, partly so that I can get in and out the door, and also for room just to be able to move about down here with it. This shed's only 8 foot by 16 foot, so there's not a lot of room. You have to keep everything tightened to a minimum. Over here I have my miter saw. It's only a cheap B&Q one. It is I think it's what their power range. I don't believe in spending a lot of money on tools, in the sense that power tools, because I used to spend money on power tools and I always find that when they break, they break whether they're expensive or not. And with these ones here you can change them reasonably simple, and as long as you keep a good blade on them, I find they work okay. And I'm not doing precision work like making furniture or things like that there, so it's not really be an issue with us. Although I would like to have a sliding miter saw or miter saw, but I will get that in time. Beside that is my scroll saw. That, in one sense, it's a B&Q. It's one of the old B&Q type scroll saws. I don't like it. It's not a great saw, and I'd like to upgrade it in time to record or something like that there, because I think definitely what you pay for in a scroll saw is what you get, and that in there is not great. Next to that I have got my bandsaw, and this is a cracking wee bandsaw. It cost about £80–90, and B&Q, I didn't think it'd be great, but it's turned out to be okay. It took a bit of work and a bit of setting up. The first one I had to leave back, there were parts missing, but this one here is okay. It's done well, and I use true cut blades on it. I find that they're good. I've only actually got them about a week or two, and I find they're very good. You don't need to sand after you use them or anything. One blade did break with me, but the rest of the blades seem to be okay. And the bandsaw works like a treat. Yes, I would like to have a more expensive one in time, but as I say, what I do, that bandsaw does me alright. So it does. And then beside that you can see, just up above, you can see I have all my power tools, hand power tools and stuff. Again, some of them are more expensive than other ones, but most of them are B&Q. We would use a lot of these power tools up here. I find that they're very handy. They're handier than using hand tools, but I do have hand tools, and a lot of my hand tools are very old, because part of my family were master carpenters and wheelwrights. My grandfather was a master carpenter and a wheelwright, and I have a lot of his tools, and I worked along with him for a while, and he taught me part of the trade. Looking around here, you have just different bits and pieces and nails and all sorts of stuff. This bench here was actually, in fact, built not by myself, but built by the wife, as she is big into DIY and working with wood, and I would nearly say she's better with wood than I am, and she goes into the finer detail, and does a brilliant job at the end. She puts their head and hands to. This bench, it's just a basic bench, but it does our job, and it's a good height. It's just comfortable to work at. She's not a very tall woman, and I find it's good for us. Around the shed again. Sorry for moving so fast. We've got my workstation for painting and fixing up signs. I would do a lot of signs and I paint a lot of signs. If you look over here, this is one of the signs I'm making at the moment for a lady. It's Jack Russell dog, and it has to be painted properly yet, and that will go on to a sign that I'm just at the moment carving out. I'll show it to you when I'm finished with it. Here's our wood supply and wood store up here, and then this here would be a dovecote that the wife's working on. She makes dovecotes. She does a beautiful job with them. And over here she also makes what are called trugs and toolboxes for blacksmiths and people like that, and for gardeners. And she's sells these off. And that's basically it. And of course we have a freezer in here for the steaks. And we have our storage area over here for wire wool and all sorts of bits and pieces and pins and stuff. And that there's our car department up here. Will be used for washing the car and so forth. And that's basically it. There's nothing more to show you that I can think of. It's a very cosy shed. It's lovely in the winter days working on here in the rain coming down outside. It's warm, and it's a happy shed. If sheds can be happy. Thank you for looking at my shed tour. It's not much. There's a lot of workshops that I look at on YouTube, and they're fantastic. This is very basic, but it's mine. Thank you.